I once negotiated the Home Office budget whilst crawling through a children's ball pit.
Right. David, what was your job at that point?
I was the economic advisor to the Chancellor to the Treasury, and so my job to sort out public spending.
When you say negotiated it, who else was in the ball pit?
I was the only person employed by the government in the ball pit, but I was on the phone to number 10 Downing Street to arguing about money.
Do you have children?
Yeah.
Why had you gone into the ball pit? Was it for a private sort of ball area to discuss the Home Office budget, or were the children you were responsible for getting in trouble with the ball?
There was a younger one which was in quite a lot of trouble.
So you'd gone into the ball pit to extricate some ball-based crisis?
On the phone.
So the call started before you went into the
I'm
ball
just
pit.
sitting there having a coffee.
Yep.
So what was the crisis?
Phone rings. David Blunkett wanted more police officers.
No. What was the crisis in the ball? What was the political crisis? What was the problem in the ball pit that made you go in?
Yeah.
There was screaming and cries for help. It was a blockage.
And there are tunnels and things, are there?
Tunnels and slides, and
right.
the way it works is you have ball pit, ball pit, ball pit, tunnels, kind of ladders, all sorts of stuff.
Tommy Cooper impression. Ball pit, ball pit, ball pit. Tunnels, tunnels, tunnels. Tunnels, ball pit, ball pit, tunnels.
Can I just ask, was the blockage balls or was it a child?
I think
If you
was,
went in there, wouldn't you have caused a bigger blockage?
It was... But sometimes you just got to go in.
Who has rung you up?
Jeremy Hayward. He was the principal private secretary to the Prime Minister, and he's now the Cabinet Secretary. The problem was David Blunkett wanted the police officers. We didn't have enough money, and Jeremy was ringing me to try and sort out the problem. And I'm on the phone, and suddenly the cry comes, and do I admit to Downing Street that I'm in a children's ball player, or do I try and bluff it out? I didn't want to admit that I was more focused on children's ball areas than sorting out...
You're right about that, Ed. That wouldn't have helped.
So let's go through the phone call. I will be the person. Who was the person that called you?
Jeremy Hayward.
Jeremy
He's the
Hayward.
Cabinet Secretary of the country.
OK, so and what sort of person is he? Give me something to work with.
Nice guy. So he rings up and says, we've got a problem.
No, Ed, you don't understand. I want the voice. Is he northern, southern, old, young?
Sounds exactly like Tom Jones.
Excellent. So listen. Where is he? Old, young, north, south?
My age.
Your age, quite old. He's north, south.
At the time we were young.
You were young.
He's sort of southern, I would say.
OK, Ed, we've got a real problem. Oh, look, he's working up there.
So I'm like this.
OK.
And I'm talking to him, I'm saying, you know...
I'll play a ball blockage.
And then I'm saying...
I'll be a child,
I'm saying...
Help!
It's not clear, it's not clear its value... It's not clear... It's not clear its value for money.
I'll tell you what, there's your publicity shot.
So, Ed, how did this all resolve itself? Did
we got the police officers in the end, but not the...
Not that!
Ed, we're not so concerned about we're worried about the children. The children. I mean, I'm wondering, do you still have access to them?
Basically, I grabbed the legs and I pulled.
Yeah?
Pulled him out.
Out he came.
And was it your child?
What do you think?
This is entirely possible.
It is?
Yeah.
I think it's true.
The only thing that makes me doubt it, really, is the coincidence of the balls at the location and the balls in Ed's surname.
That's why you doubt it?
That's why I doubt
Really?
it. Yes, because that's what makes it something that someone would have invented and written on a card to be read out for a television programme.
What do you think, Kimberly? Does it sound truthful to you?
There's a big part of me that does think it's true. Yes. Because I think that Ed Balls, every time he talks about things, the job comes first.
Oh, always.
So I could see him kind of going through the ball pit, making sure that this sort of came first, but still making sure, because he's a lovely guy, making sure the kids are okay.
He's a great guy.
You're the captain, but if your only quibble is the pun of balls and balls, then I think we should ignore that and move
I
forward.
think it may be too late to ignore it. You both think it's true. We'll say true.
You're going to say it's true. OK. Ed, truth or lie?
It is, in fact, true.
Yes, it's true. Ed did negotiate a Home Office budget whilst crawling through a ball pit.